Hello, chào tất cả các bạn. Chào mừng các bạn đã quay trở lại channel của mình. Hôm nay chúng ta hãy cùng đến với series đọc truyện Peter Pan cùng mình. Và đây sẽ là phần 18. Is when they are asleep, they asked, yes, John, Michael proposed. Let us wake her and let her to make supper for us. But as he said, is some of the other boys rushed on, carrying branches for the building of the house. Look at them, he cried. Curly, said Peter in most catty voice, see that these boys help in the building of the house. Aye, sir. Build a house. For the Wendy. For Wendy? Why, she is only a girl. That, explained Curly, is why we are her servants. You? Wendy's servants? Yes, said Peter, and you also, away with them. Their astounded brothers were dragged away to hack the hill and carry. Chairs and a fender first, Peter ordered. Then we shall build a doll house then, a house around them. Aye, said Slyly, that is how a house is built. It all comes back to me. Peter thought of everything. Slyly, he cried, fetch the doctor. Aye, said Slyly at once, and disappeared, scattering his hate. But he knew Peter must be obeyed, and he returned in a moment, wearing John's hat and looking solemn. Please, sir, said Peter, going to him, are you a doctor? The difference between him and the doctor boys at such a time was that they knew it was make-believe. Why to him make-believe and true are exactly the same thing. This sometimes troubled them, as when they had to make-believe, they had had their dinners. If they broke down in their make-believe, they rubbed them on their knuckles. Yes, my little man, slightly anxiously replied, who had chapped knuckles. Please, sir, Peter explained, a lady lies very ill. If they broke down in their make-believe, they rubbed them on the knuckles. Yes, my little man, slightly anxiously replied, who had trapped knuckles. Please, sir, Peter explained, a lady lies very ill. She was lying at their feet, but Slightly had the sense not to see her. Toot, 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 he said. Where does she lie? In yonder glade. Are we put a glass thing in her mouth? Said Slyly, and he made believe to do it. Why Peter waited? It was anxious moment when the glass thing will withdrawn. Hurry, inquired Peter. Toot, 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 said Slyly. This had crushed her. I am glad, Peter cried. I will call again in the evening, Slyly said. Give her beef tea out of a cup with a spout to it. But after he had returned, there had to John he blew big breaths, which was his habit on escaping from difficulty. In the meantime, the wood had been alive with the south axis. Almost everything it is for a cozy drawing already lay at Wendy's feet. If only we knew, said one. The car of the house she liked best. Peter, said another. She's moving in her sleep. Her mouth opens. Cried a third, looking respectfully into it. Oh, lovely. Perhaps she's going to sing in her sleep, said Peter. Wendy, sing the car of the house you like to have. Immediately, without opening her eyes, Wendy began to sing. I wish I had the pretty house, the littlest everything, with funny little red walls, a roof of mossy green. The gargoyle with joy at this, for by a greatest good luck, the branches they had brought were sticky with red sap, and all the ground was covered with moss. As they rattled up their little house, they broke into song themselves. With a blow of the fist, they made windows, and large yellow leaves were blinds, but roses? Roses, cried Peter sternly. Quickly, they made believe to grow the loveliest roses of the world. Babies. To prevent Peter ordering babies, they hurry into song again. Peter, seeing this to be a good idea, at once pretended that it was his own. The house was quite beautiful, but no doubt Wendy was very cozy with it, though, of course, they could no longer see her. Peter strode up and down, ordering finishing touches. Nothing escaped his eagle eyes, just when it seemed absolutely finished. There's no knocker on the door, he said. They were very ashamed, but Tolos gave the soul of his shoe, and he's made an excellent knocker. Absolutely finished now, they thought. Not a bit of it. There's no chimney, they said. Peter said. We must have a chimney. It certainly does need a chimney, said Johnny importantly. This gave Peter an idea. He snapped the hat off John's head, knocked out the bottom, and put the hat on the roof. The little house was so pleased to have such a capital chimney that, as if to say thank you, smoke immediately began to come out of the hat. Now, really and truly, it was finished. Nothing remained to do but to knock. All look your best, Peter warned them. First impressions are awfully important. He asked glad no one asked him the first impression are. They were all too busy looking their best. He knocked politely, and now the wood was still as the chicken. Not a sound to be heard except from Tinkerbell, who was watching from a branch and openly sneezing. What the boys were wondering was, would anyone answer the knock? If a lady, what would she be like? The door opened and a lady came out. It was Wendy. They won't whisper off their heads. She looked probably surprised, and this was just how they had hoped she would look. Where am I? She said. politely, and now the